Well, Captain, this could be the start of a beautiful friendship.
Hi, I'm Mystical Blue and welcome to Marvelous Videos. Today I'll be taking you through Captain Clown, Joker's creepy robotic sidekick. One of the most diverse casts of superhero characters may be seen in Batman, the animated series. The heroes and villains in the show are frequently what makes it great, with the rogues gallery from Batman taking centre stage. Batman frequently faces up against and is challenged by intelligent villains like Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Mr. Joker, Mark Hamill, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. At times, it might be difficult for Batman to overshadow a few of these brilliant people. However, there are a few characters who have excelled despite just making one appearance in the whole series. One such character is none other than Captain Clown. Batman must defeat Captain Clown, an artificial clown, in a fight with the Joker, since he possesses a physical threat. The Clown Prince of Crime uses a waste barge to distribute the disgusting mixture around Gotham's shoreline, and the world's greatest detective finds that the Joker is filling the Gotham River with nitrous oxide on April Fool's Day. Captain Clown, an unknown source of his ancestry android, is in charge of navigating the barge. Throughout the episode, Batman faces up against the mechanical clown many times, and the latter loses every time. Let's find out more about the origins of Captain Clown in our video today. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. The Last Laugh, the episode that introduced this creepy pawn of Joker. Unknown to us is how the Joker acquired or built the android, which had been designed to support the Clown Prince of Crime and oppose Batman. Its ability to figure out how to rip the Batboat away from the waste bar it was driving before attacking Batman suggested that it could have advanced artificial intelligence. It was a tremendously powerful robot, and they were nearly always unsuccessful despite Batman's best efforts to stop it. Even when Batman uses a metal rod to battle it, the only serious damage that is done is destroying Captain Clown's masquerade. Although strong, Captain Clown wasn't unbeatable, and Batman finally succeeded in using a car masher to smash it into a metallic cube. "You murdered Captain Clown! You killed Captain Clown!" roared Joker. The smashed remnants of Captain Clown sunk and dissolved during the subsequent chase, in which Joker drove the cube across a conveyor belt. Episode number 15 of Batman the Animated Series, first season, is titled The Last Laugh. Joker releases a load of laughing gas on Gotham City on April 1st, or the April Fool's Day, rendering the city's residents helpless and enabling him to steal at his convenience. The only person who can avoid its effects is Batman, who is wearing a gas mask. Let us explore in detail what happened in that episode. On April 1st, a barge steered by a mechanical clown that is carrying green waste that produces green gas that glides over the rhythm in Gotham. An armoured truck driver sniffs the gas, snorts it, and then begins to drive erratically and with a chuckle. As more individuals catch the gas stench, they too begin to chuckle. The truck driver crashes his vehicle directly into the river, and the victims appear to have forgotten all sense of reason. In another scene, Bruce cuts himself while shaving, and Alfred observes that he is worn out from combating crime. Alfred tries to perform a practical joke on Bruce to help him unwind, but it doesn't work. Bruce is taking a shower when he hears a radio broadcast about individuals who are causing almost deadly accidents right on the bridge because they are behaving like utter idiots. Bruce immediately surmises that the Joker is responsible. While the Joker is ready to leave for the financial sector, his goons leap into his armoured vehicle and take its contents. Once the ship has anchored, Joker and his men leave with shopping carts, gas masks, or in the case of the Joker, a fishbowl, and began robbing locals and businesses. The crowd does nothing to stop it, since they are too busy laughing and dancing. Batman analyses the gas while Joker, along with his henchmen, are out shopping, and he discovers that continuous exposure will lead to irreversible insanity. Batman asks Alfred for assistance, but Alfred ignores him. Batman first believes it to be a prank, but when he hears crashing, he hurries upstairs and discovers Alfred has been subjected to the gas and is ravaging the majority of the collection of his books in his irrational state. Batman understands he needs to stop the toxin before it is too late and quickly dons a gas mask. As the stock market has fallen and his gains have increased, things only become better for Joker. Batman, however, pulls the foresail out to sea in the Batboat and climbs aboard. The first 2 assassins of the Joker are easily defeated. Then Batman is attacked by the captain of the ship, who rips the towing cable in half with his own hands. The captain is composed of metal, so when Batman attacks him, he just wounds himself. Batman gets grabbed by Captain Clown and spun about until he loses the ability to resist. Batman is then forced into a container, punctured and dropped into the water. Batman almost drowns when water fills the canister, but he manages to phone the Batboat and order it to cut through the container. As soon as he enters the junkyard, the Joker sprinkles more of his poison in the trash. Thankfully, Batman shows up there and removes the hoses that are pouring the poison out. Then, after taking off their masks, the henchmen start to chuckle. Captain Clown attempts to halt Batman, but the android is too powerful for him even after Batman pulls a metal pole. Batman, who is not prepared to give up, lures the android into a vehicle crusher where he smashes it into a tiny cube. Joker is furious and throws a ton of trash at his adversary. Batman manages to escape and pursues the Joker down the conveyor belt, only to discover that it ends in a molten metal tank. He is able to cling onto a bucket that is dangling, but Joker immediately begins tossing cabled hooks his way. Batman reaches for one of the hooks, but the Joker pulls a lever, letting go of it. Fortunately, Batman is able to get close to the Joker and grasp hold of some gears, but the Joker escapes by sliding down a slope and swinging on a wire to climb a catwalk. Batman is not as lucky and nearly ends up in a burning building. Batman almost falls into the flames as the Joker tosses trash down the chute, but he succeeds in saving himself with a grappling hook and goes up against the Joker. Batman avoids the first of the Joker's razor cards and grabs the second as they are thrown at him. When Joker tries to flee in fear, he stumbles on a wire and almost falls into the flames, but the cable prevents him from doing so. He begs Batman to rescue him, but considers Batman will allow him to fall, but Batman ultimately intervenes to save him. When everything has finally subsided, Bruce goes back home to discover Alfred tidying up the messes he caused. Bruce informs Alfred that he will deduct it from his pay, since Alfred is concerned about the damage he caused to the property. When Bruce tells Alfred that this is an April Fool joke, Alfred becomes even more furious. Why was such a character introduced in the show? Batman has the most costumed sidekicks and associates of any superhero, despite his image as a lone vigilante or a quiet protector. The day when Batman existed alone or even with Robin is long gone. After all, the Bat family exists for a purpose. The Joker can't retain allies at the same pace as his adversary due to his violent nature. That was not prevented from him trying though. Clown Prince of Crime can get away with anything if it is sufficient for the Dark Knight to do so. The Joker fills Gotham with the deadly laughing gas in the episode The Last Laugh of Batman the Animated Series. The origin is a barge load of poisonous garbage that he manoeuvres around the metropolis. Captain Clown operates the barge and is revealed to be an android, a quiet, super strong android at that. Despite being a greater physical danger to Batman compared to that of his creator, Captain Clown's fabricated origins imply that Batman has no reluctance to eliminate him. The noble captain therefore meets his end in an automobile trash compactor. This is not warmly received by the Joker, who yells, "You killed Captain Clown! You killed Captain Clown!" The showrunners, Carl Swinson and Kevin Alteri, wanted to show the psychotic extent of Joker and how far he could go in order to destroy his adversaries. This also goes on to show he would rather have androids as accomplices and friends than humans. We have all known Joker to be cracked entirely in the head. No sane human could have endured his presence for long enough. This episode shows how Joker is so unstable that he requires an android or a robot to be a loyal servant. He could not trust humans, nor could they trust the Joker, and in turn, he resorted to creating a robot to be his henchman. That definitely says a lot about Joker's character. Joker was extremely heartbroken after the destruction of Captain Clown. He could not believe that Batman had eliminated Captain Clown, and he got furious at him. Captain Clown's demise broke Joker, and his loyalties to Joker had, at last, gained him Joker's affection. That shows how attached and sentimental Joker was about Captain Clown. Joker is not someone to get attached to anyone easily for that matter, and if he got attached to a bot, that shows he has the potential to show some compassion or have sentiments for someone or something. The Batman, the animated series, was a show meant for children as well, so it was probably a way to control the portrayal of just how crazy Joker was. It could have shown a lot of Joker's psychotic traits and could have let him loose, but the showrunners had to show restraint as kids might not be able to handle the dark and grim side of Joker without a filter. They had to wrap up Captain Clown's demise and not show Joker's wrath to make it enjoyable for the kids too. Although, the episode got away with a lot of violence, dead bodies and gory scenes, which might have been a little disturbing for the young ones. However, that much violence needed to be shown in a series where Batman and Joker, along with an android accomplice on his side, face each other. What made Captain Clown such a unique adversary? In their first battle, Captain Clown almost kills Batman since he is unable to overcome the robot due to its resistance to physical strikes from the superhero. He even makes an unsuccessful attempt to beat the robot with a metal stick. This clown turns out to be among the Joker's most powerful friends ever, posing as a physically formidable and nearly unstoppable menace who beats Batman while grinning. Batman drags Captain Clown into a vehicle crusher, where he is crushed into a cube, resulting in Captain Clown's unfortunate death. It clearly means Captain Clown has superhuman strength and superhuman durability. He has an android body, which means he is almost indestructible and practically unstoppable. He is an expert in hand-to-hand combat and is a well-programmed robot to battle someone like Batman. Marvelous verdict. The standout characters who have only been in one season or episode of the Batman the Animated Series have yet managed to leave an impression and distinguish themselves as outstanding characters despite their little time in the limelight. One such character is Captain Clown. One of my favourite episodes, and the one that has stayed in my mind the longest, is The Last Laugh, which is actually not a terrible episode. Even when he stuffs Batman right into a drum and dumps him in the ocean, the Joker is really in a full-on prankster phase. The tone is exceptionally joyful despite his murderous intentions. It's not a horrible early Joker episode, but Batman is truly pushed to the test in this one. Also, the portrayal of Captain Clown was my favourite inclusion in this episode. Godspeed, Captain Clown, thou shalt be thoroughly missed. Additionally, the Joker's remark, "You killed Captain Clown," is a significant and subtle allusion to the line, "He stole my balloons," back in the 1989 movie. Hamill did a pretty excellent job with the sentence. The dude is flawless. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.